We're back. How are you? I hope you are doing awesome this morning, or whatever time you're watching this video. I want to thank you for joining me this morning. My name is Jay Moore, and I'm your healthy accountant. And on today's Enlightenment broadcast, we're going to be talking about how doubt can fuel your life. How doubt can fuel your life. First, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about a goal or dream, something that seems out of reach. And I want you to think about whether or not you have really pushed forward towards that goal or dream, or whether or not you have allowed doubt to kind of slow you down. Has that ever happened to you? Look, I know it's happened to me many times. It's nothing like writing down a goal, because I know you've written down goals before. It's nothing like writing down a goal, especially one that's big, especially one that may seem like you may not get there, and looking at it and saying, "Man, I don't know. Like I'm not even sure if that's possible. I'm not even sure if I'm the person that can do it." Now, I've seen others, I've seen this happen, I've seen that happen, but I'm not sure for me. Has that happened to you? I'm sure it has. Look, it's happened to me many times, and I'm going to tell you, this is where I want you to look at doubt a little bit kind of weird, different. Look at doubt as when you get that feeling, what I want you to do is, I want you to say, you know what? Man, I can't. It's kind of like you can't see. It's kind of like, if you were looking down the road, if I'm looking down the road, you can only see but so far. You can't see miles and miles ahead of you. You can only see a certain distance. I was running on a trail in our community. Oh, was that last week? I think I ran on it last week. And the trail runs about, I think it's about 12 to 15 miles long. And I was at a position on the trail and I'm running. And I realized there's only so far I can see ahead of me. Like, you can't see the full 12 miles. Now you know that the trail goes 12 miles long, but you can't see all the way up there. You can only see a certain distance. And so, because you can only see that certain distance, in order to get closer and closer to the end or to the destination, you got to keep moving. So think about it like this. Think about it like this. You got this goal. You're excited, man. You write it down. You say, man, I want to start my business, man. I want to grow my business. I want to do something that's awesome in my life. I want to live my purpose. And you write down what it is that you want to do. You haven't gotten it yet. So here's how you can take that doubt and you can make it just make it just push forward in your life. What you can see is on paper. Then you can say, well, like right now, I can position myself in my mind and say, you know what, where does the trail end? Am I familiar with that area? I'm familiar, right? I can say, trail ends, down in it's area called Waldorf. Trail ends in Waldorf. And, you know, man, okay, I see that, right? But I've never run that far before. How would I do that? I would just one foot in front of the other. Is that going to take me some time to do it? If I was running, absolutely. The most I normally run on a daily basis is about 3 miles, sometimes 4, but I think I get bored, to run. I would have to run 10 miles. See, if 3 miles takes me about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less, to run 10, man, I'm going to be running over 90 minutes. I'm talking about, I'm probably running like an hour and 40 minutes. It may be longer because I might stop. So it may take me almost 2 hours just because I'm like, man, this is long. It take me that long to run that distance. And then you got to come back. Like, man, somebody got to pick me up off that trip. But the thing is, has anybody ever run that far? Yeah, man. I've got a client who recently run a half a marathon. And we were talking on Monday. She was like, I'm so excited. I'm so happy, man. I ran. I'm tired. My body is a little sore, but you know what? I'm so happy I did it. Wow, look at the evidence. She couldn't do that a year ago. She wasn't so far out of shape, but she couldn't do it. But she did it. Man, there's countless stories of people that did those types of things. All right, so I'm getting back to how you take doubt and fuel your life. You say, well, that person did it. It's not that I'm going to do it exactly like how they did it, but you know what? That gives me hope that I can do it. That means that my body is capable of running those miles. I'm going to have to persevere there. I may have to get through some pain during the running process. Shoot, when I run the 3 and 4 miles, I can, my 47-year-old body, which I'm telling my body that no, I'm not 47, I'm 27. I'm not 40, I'm not 47, I'm 27, and I'm going to turn 28 this year. Bump that. I'm telling my body I'm younger. No, don't act like you're that old. Don't act like you are, the old person. It's nothing like constantly believing something that you really don't want. Like, who really wants to have an old body? None of us. But we've been conditioned. It's a conditioning that, oh, hey, you're just getting old. Hey, man, you 30 years old and they call you old. But when you get 50, you're like, 30 is not old. I would love to be 30. It's funny when I turned 47 last year. I said, man, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna think 20 years. I'm gonna keep myself 20 years young, And then at some point when I'm getting too close to the older ages, I'm gonna take it to 30 years. Like when I turn 60, God willing, if I get there, if I turn 60, then hey, why not feel 30? Why not look 30? How about that? Not just feel 30, look 30. And I've seen some people, especially women. I've seen 70-year-old women that they look so, you're like, they're 70? Like, oh my goodness, they look amazing. I was looking at a picture of Angela Bassett, probably last year sometime. There's a picture that was on the internet. I think she's 60. And the woman looked amazing. I'm sitting here looking at her like, whoa. I'm talking about the way she looked unbelievable. But she took care of her body. She's taking care of her body. She's taking care of her mind. See, because guys, the thing is, to do those types of things, you got to take care of everything. You have to take care of your mind. You got to take care of your body. You got to take care of every part of your life so that the stress of life doesn't take over. Because like I've seen people lose weight, and like the losing weight takes off. It takes off that weight, but I've seen them still look old. I've seen that, and look, the stress of life does that. It's not, it's not anything else. It's how you. If you're thinking, man, I'm just old, then that's what you'll be. Look, back to my point. You want to fuel your life with this healthy doubt. I don't know when that's going to happen. Meaning, I don't know when I'm going to run those miles. I don't know when my business is going to turn over those goals, or I don't know when I'm going to lose all that weight, or I don't know when I'm going to turn my marriage around, exactly when the date is going to be. I don't know when my church is going to just start blossoming into the church of today and of the future, and the church that everyone wants to go to. And I don't know when my finances is just going to blow up, and I have no idea when my kids are going to change and start doing the things that I've been saying all these years. I have no idea. But you know what? All I have to do is fuel the doubt. See, when you fuel the doubt is meaning, see, I almost titled this broadcast, how doubt can steal your future. I said, no, I don't want to focus on that. I'm going to focus on the positive. So how can doubt fuel your life? It's kind of like, I don't know if I can run 12 miles. Let me run 3. I'm gonna just start running. Let me run the 3 miles. Wow. Let me see how many miles I can run this week. Let me see how many miles I can run next month. Let me see how many miles I can put in the whole, for the whole quarter. Let me see how many miles I do for the first half of the year. Then let me see how many miles I run the whole year. Let me try that 10 miles. Let me see if I can do that. So it's like you got to fuel the doubt. You got to fuel it with the actions, the doing. It's like I have this question that I'll ask you, and I like to ask people that I coach and that I'm considering coaching, especially accountants and realtors, right? And so the question is this: if you woke up, this is a good question. Now you may want to jot this down because it's going to have it's going to mess with you, because you got to really think about this question. If you woke up tomorrow morning and life was everything, here's the emphasis, life was everything you hoped it would be, what would you do? You understand what this question is asking you? If you woke up tomorrow, every situation, problem, opportunity, everything you ever desired, could ever dreamed has happened already. How do you spend your time? Seriously, how do you spend your time? What is it that you're going to be doing? And I've gotten answers, and I've even gotten no answers, because some say, "Man, that's a good question. Ooh, wow, man." See, because it really puts into perspective life. I asked my family this week, what is life about? Tell me what life is about. Each person had a different answer. What is your life about? What is it about? Like, if you were summing up your day, what's fueling you? So you see how the question, the two questions are working together. What is life about? If you woke up tomorrow and life was everything you'd hoped it would be, what would you do? See, what would you do is what life is about. So if life is about something to you, then that's what you would do. See, that's when you realize that, man, this career that I've had, maybe I don't really want that career. This thing that I've been doing all this time, maybe I don't really want to do those things. Or, I'm not going to name any names, but I had a person say, maybe I just wake up every morning and, and exercise and run and just be. I'm like, man, you could do that tomorrow. Why wouldn't you do that tomorrow? If that's what you would do, if life was everything you hoped it would be. So in essence, it's kind of like you're staying in the bed, you're not doing things because you're not too sure about your life. See, doubt is healthy. I talk about doubt, and I use the word uncertainty as a key, as a principle inside of the enlightened life. I've got 7 principles that I live by in the enlightenment life. That's how this program was born. This program was born because of these 7 principles. Change, must change to be enlightened. You must concentrate or focus to be enlightened. You must, and I flipped these around recently, you must be clear. You must have clarity of purpose to have the enlightened life. You must be certain. You must have certainty, which is where the doubt comes in, because really to have certainty, you must focus on uncertainty. You must focus on doing things that you don't know. You don't really know. You're just kind of going at it. You're going at it, not knowing, but in a healthy way, believing that the not knowing, believing that because you don't know it, you know that it's going to happen, the things that you want. Then from having certainty, you're moving into, I think it's Creativity. This is a good one. It's creativity. I think it's creativity. Wow. Like I kind of got them mixed up. Let me just make sure. Got them written down. No, it's not. Yes, it's creativity. It's creativity. Yep. So we've got change, we've got concentration, we've got clarity, we've got certainty, and then it's creativity. Like what is this creativity thing? And that's a fun one because that's when you get to use this uncertainty, this doubt, and instead of competing in your life, you find that sweet spot to be creative in. And then you start understanding the law of creation which God set for us from the beginning. From the beginning, he set for us in motion this law of creation. So you will become creative in everything. You will find your gift, your sweet spot in life. But remember, you're waking up and life's everything you've hoped it would be. Now you're creative. And then from the creativity, you move into the type of person that you must be, the character. That's the next C, the character that you must have to be the enlightened person, the person that has this life that's full of life, that's full of light. It's the enlightened life. And then to round it off, number 7, you're going to need courage because you may be alone in your life. Like you may have friends, you may have family, but you may be alone doing all of these things because in order to, it's funny how God works. Like God, a lot of times he doesn't really, when he comes for you, he's not coming for the group. He's only coming for you. They will have to experience something on their own that's totally different from you. He's coming from you for you to draw you up, to draw you away, almost put you in isolation, put you in seclusion with him so that he can teach you. Think about what happened. Think about what happened to my mentor. He's a young Jewish guy. He's right. They called him Rabbi. His name is Jesus, my mentor. And as soon as he hadn't even got started in his ministry yet, and he was drawn away from the people. He was drawn for 40 days away from the people. He couldn't eat. He probably barely slept. And because he didn't eat and because he fasted, I can almost think he was almost dead. Like he was that messed up. He had to be drawn away into isolation, so that he could grow. In his case, he had to grow so much in that period of time because his life was condensed. Imagine if you were 30 years old and then all you got was 3.5 years. That's what he got, 3.5 years, in order to do his work so that he could go on to do his work. See, that's the thing about your purpose, and that's the thing about your life, is that you're going from one place to another, but you won't get to the other. You won't get to the best place. I'm talking about the best place unless you do what you're supposed to do up front. And this doubt, how you fuel your life with this healthy doubt of, I ain't going to worry about it. I'm not going to allow myself to worry about the things that I can't control. All I can do is control me. And I must do today all that I can do. So when I wake up tomorrow, I do what I should do tomorrow. Never, ever having to force it. Never, ever having to push myself so much that it's going to cause me pain and stress. But just doing exactly what I'm supposed to do on a daily basis. See, how you fuel your life with doubt, it's going to take some work because maybe you're not used to using that uncertainty to allow yourself to grow. A lot of times, folks, the uncertainty is what stops them. I talk to people on the phone, and they tell me why that they haven't started their businesses, and they tell me why they're maybe they're having problems in their life and tell me why things haven't been working out. And it's usually this, it's the doubt. The doubt is keeping them stuck in a place, and I've been there. So, you know, you know, if you experience that, you don't have to worry about it. See, because I've had it. Many successful people have had this, and they grow out of it. That's it. You find a way to grow out of it, and you keep pressing forward every single day. So look, fuel your life with this uncertainty, this healthy doubt. Fuel your life. And I guarantee you, you will find enlightenment. You will find joy. You will find your best life inside of this unhealthy doubt. All right, God bless you. I'm so happy that you listened all the way to the end. I'm so grateful for your life. And I look forward to, you know, just sharing with you all of these life lessons um, that I've been able to amass, you know, these many years that God has blessed me. And, you know, it's a short time. Hey, I'm only 27, right? But yeah, so I thank you for joining me. Look, and if you're an accountant, if you are a realtor, someone in real estate that you desires something that you haven't yet achieved. You desire the enlightened life, and you desire enlightening your business. We should talk. And if that's you, you should send me a message here on Facebook, or maybe even send me an email to info@livingfreefinancial.com. I love to talk to you. We can schedule a call. We can discuss where you are, where you want to go, and let's see if we can enlighten you to get to your destination. All right, guys, I look forward to connecting with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. God bless you.